First Chronicles 12. Now these are they that came to David at Ziklag, while he yet kept himself close because of Shaul the son of Kish, and they were among the mighty men, helpers of the war. They were armed with bows, and could use both the right hand and the left in hurling stones and shooting arrows out of a bow, even of Shaul's brethren of Benjamin. The chief was Achiezer, then Joash, the sons of Shimei the Givathi, and Jezebel, and Pelet, the sons of Azaveth, and Berekah and Yahu the Antony, and Yishmayahu the Giboni, a mighty man among the 30, and over the 30, and Jeremiah, and Yachaziel, and Yahuchanan, and Yozavad the Gederathi, Uzay, and Yeramoth, and Beala, and Shemariahu, and Shephatiahu the Karputhi, Elkanah, and Yeshiyahu, and Azarel, and Joezer, and Yashavam the Korathi, and Joelach, and Zebediahu, the sons of Jeroham of Gedor. And of the Gadim there separated themselves unto David, unto the hold, into the wilderness, men of might, and men of war, fit for the battle, that could handle shield and buckler, whose faces were like the faces of lions, and were as swift as the roes upon the mountains. Ezer the first, Obadiah the second, Eliab the third, Mishmana the fourth, Jeremiah the fifth, Attai the sixth, Eliel the seventh, Yehochanan the eighth, Elizabad the ninth, Jeremiah the 10th, Machbanai the 11th. These were the sons of God, captains of the host. One of the least was over 100, and the greatest over 1,000. These are they that went over the Jordan in the first month, when it had overflown all its banks, and they put to flight all them of the valleys, both toward the east and toward the west. And there came of the children of Benjamin and Yehudah to the hold unto David. And David went out to meet them, and answered and said unto them, If ye are come peaceably unto me to help me, my heart shall be knit unto you. But if ye are come to betray me to my enemies, seeing there is no wrong in my hands, the Elohai of our fathers look thereon, and rebuke it. Then the Ruach came upon Amasai, who was chief of the captains, and he said, Yours are we, David, and on your side, son of Yishai, peace. Peace be unto you, and peace be unto your helpers, for your Elohim helps you. Then David received them, and made them captains of the band. And there fell some of the Menasheh to David, when he came with Philistine against Shaul to battle, but they helped them not. For the lords of the Philistine upon advisement sent him away, saying, He will fall to his master Shaul, to the jeopardy of our heads. As he went to Ziklag, there fell to him of Menasheh, Adnah, and Jozavad, and Yediael, and Machiel, and Jozavad, and Eliahu, and Zilethai, captains of the thousands that were of Menasheh. And they helped David against the band of the rovers, for they were all mighty men of valor, and were captains in the host. For at that time, day by day, there came to David to help him, until it was a great host, like the host of Elohim. And these are the numbers of the bands that were ready, armed to war, and came to David to Hebron to turn the kingdom of Shaul to him according to the word of YAHUAH. The children of Yehudah that bore shield and spear were 6,800, ready, armed to the war. Of the children of Shimon, mighty men of valor for the war, 7,100. Of the children of Levi, 4,600. And YAHUAH was the leader of the Aharanim, and with him were 3,700. And Zadok, a young man, mighty of valor, in his father's house, 22 captains. And of the children of Benjamin, the kindred of Shaul, 3,000. For hitherto the greatest part of them had guarded the ward of the house of Shaul. And of the children of Ephraim, 20,800, mighty men of valor, famous throughout the house of their fathers. And of the half tribe of Manasseh, 18,000, which were expressed by name, to come and maketh David king. And of the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times to know what Yasharel ought to do, the heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandment. Of Zebulun, such as went forth to battle, expert in war, with all instruments of war, 50,000, which could keep rank. They were not of double heart. And of Naphtali, 1,000 captains, and with them shield and spear, 37,000. And of the Danim, experts in war, 28,600. And of Asher, such as went forth to battle, expert in war, 40,000. And on the other side of the Jordan, of the Rehovim and the Gadim, and of the half tribe of Manasseh, with all manner of instruments of war for the battle, 120,000. All these men of war that could keep rank came with a perfect heart to Hebron to maketh David king over all Yasharel. And all the rest also of Yasharel were of one heart to maketh David king. And there they were with David 3 days, eating and drinking, for their brethren had prepared for them. Moreover, they that were nigh them, even unto Issachar and Zebulun and Naphtali, brought bread on asses, and on camels, and on mules, and on oxen, and meat, and meal, and cakes of figs, and bunches of raisins, and wine, and oil, and oxen, and sheep, abundantly. For there was joy in Yasharel.